Do I happen to have? I do, so I just need the bit of gold. Great. Was there anything else I needed while I was over here before I go back? I don't think so. All right. There. Woo! Okay, so we have harvesting being done, residual mana being returned. We have Hopperhawks picking up logs and just sorting them in the furnaces. Next step, powering the furnaces. And we're going to do that with an Exoflame. I don't think I did not use the quantity key in my last playthrough, I don't think, because I didn't. Well, no, I may have. I don't know. In any case, it is now time to do the laborious task of making the Exoflame. It's not that hard. It just, again, I don't have the runic altar automated at all, so that's just bleh. Step one, let's get this turned off so that the bucket is just isn't cycling around over and over and over again. There we go. We've got stuff for the next time. And then empty our inventory and figure out what we need to gather for the runes for the Exoflame. Alright. You in there and you in there. We're down to 48 iron. Yay! Tool chest. Oh, I should have put those. Yep. I shoulda. Didn't. Alright, we are now mostly reset. We have a water and an air. I doubt we need either of those. We need fire and... Okay, so we need an air here. So we need to fire and earth first. Because those are ones we need for... One will be consumed. These two will get back. And everything else we can either make or we have on hand. Alright, fire rune. Remember what fire rune is? We need living rock. And here's mana steel and mana powder. We totally need those things. And then nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. Aren't earth and air used in the sash? Hey, good catch. Let me look up the sash that I keep mentioning I need to make. Yes, let's add you to the list. Yup. Okay. Great. And then the next one we need. Ooh, the next one. What was it? Earth. Okay. Earth is mushroom, block of coal, block of stone, and we have the other things. All right. We're gonna have to make more air runes because we're gonna need one for the sash. But for the flower, okay. Now to make a Rune of Summer, so the first time we'll have been making a tier 2 rune. You always need 2 runes of the lower tier for the tier 2, and then extra stuff. So we're gonna need a sand, 2 sand. Red sand, was it? Or was it a terracotta? That might be a sticking point. We need terracotta. Okay, hold up everybody. We need to do something else first. Yeah, you'll get the air and earth rune back when you craft. You get the runes back when you craft this in the next tier up. We need something else I had planned to do today. We need the Clayconia because we have no way of getting clay right now. We do probably have ways of getting terracotta, and we might have some. Do we see terracotta in there? I do not. Nope. This is the stuff we got from the Orchid Tarum and the Orchid Petrum when we were running it. So yeah, we need the Clayconia. It's not a hard flower to make, so we'll just do that. Rune of Earth. Light gray, gray, and cyan. Do I happen to have any of those in here? I have a gray. Rune of Earth. Alright, so let's get what else, the other things we need. Now, the main reason we need this Clayconia, other than it would be nice to have access to clay, is building materials. I am really tired of seeing a dirt dome. And in order to unlock for me the creative, the materials I want to build in creative mode, remember I told you in order for me to use it in creative, I need to be able to craft it in survival first. Then it unlocks it for my use. And I want to be able to use colored terracotta and maybe some glazed would be nice. We need, what colors do we need for this? Light gray and cyan. We get light gray. Okay. But yeah, we want to be able to unlock the colors to keep working on that. Okay, we have a Clayconia. For those of you who have never used the Clayconia before, and I will want to make this a floating variant because I just prefer floating variants. Just probably not going to do it right away because I don't think I have any seeds made. But let's just take some of this. We need, yeah. I was just trying to figure out how many we actually needed for the Exoflame. So it's got mana because it's close enough to mana pools here. So sparkling, every bit of sand you place becomes clay balls. That's all it does. So now we have enough to do our piece of clay that we can then smelt to turn into terracotta, and we'll be able to continue on our way. I'm just gonna chuck you in there. Okay, now we can go back to this. 2 sand and 1 red sand, which I know I had. Yep, 1 red sand. Slime ball, we're gonna have to go make, and melon, we'll have to go grab. What else? Was that it? Melon, slime ball, earth, air, living rock. All right. And then melon and slime ball. Melon, slime ball. All right. And here we go. We are missing the terracotta. Okay. This will take a bit more mana. We need to get the Endoflames running. Alright, so we got the earth and air back, and we have our summer. So summer, fire, and some petals. Light gray, regular gray, 2 red. You know, and I just realized we have some petals over here. Light gray, regular gray, red. And the fire runes upstairs. And we need a seed. Do I have any up here so I don't have to run back over to my farm? I have a piece of wheat. Yeah, I don't have my Rod of the Seas down there, do I? I should bring it down there. This might break it. We'll see. Exoflame. This, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to make some. I have 1. Let's go get some more. Pasture seeds is what we're going for here to make the floating variants. Wheat to seeds is very nice, yes. Alright. Okay, so let's take these. Throw them in here. Grab you, and we need 2 flowers. We'll make the floating variety. Hello, Golden Lion. Nice to see you. Alright, so Exoflame and Clayconia. Let's put these pasture seeds in here. I'll put you back down. This will have a better spot eventually. This is just for my needs of while we're doing stuff. Alright, so this Exoflame, if you've never used it before, powers furnaces. So you do not have to put fuel in the furnace. It uses mana to power the furnaces. And I learned today in Vasky's channel, it's kind of glitchy in that if you give it, it only needs a tiny little trickle of mana. Granted, that's not what we're going to be able to control when we just place it here, but if I were able to control just giving it a trickle, it only needs a teeny tiny amount of mana. It's kind of a bug. It's kind of bugged in that instance. I'm going to put it here. And all of these should now be running. Law. I do not know how much mana it's going to use without, you know, right now. But, yep. Yeah, it's a bug that I can't make. Does it cost the same amount regardless of how many furnaces? I don't remember. Don't remember. And that's something I don't remember. I'm guessing that it's going to consume a decent hefty dose of mana. So there. That set, we have saplings in our inventory that I would like to get rid of. Again, we only have this one running because it's hard right now for us to get some mana over to this side of the world. So this one isn't consistent when running. So we're just gonna go with that one. They do stack, Golden Lion. If you use more than one, it gets more and more efficient. So yeah, Exoflames do stack. So there you go, Anima just said it. Yep. Alright, so let me check off the Exoflame and the Clayconia. Again, the only reason we needed the Clayconia is because I wanted access to concrete. I wanted access to the blue and light blue concrete and the terracotta, which my mind is just like, where's the terracotta? Oh, these shingles are lovely. I wanted access to those. It'd be nice to get some more of the slate, and we do have a way of making the slate, so I might consider that as something that I can use for building now, because we can just place the orchid petrum down and get more slate. So that is unlocked for me too. But the terracotta, I'm not quite sure I will use. The concrete variants are pretty bright. But, yeah. Get rid of that ugly dirt top and actually make it look nice now that I have a Clayconia to have access to those blocks. Woo! Okay. Now that we have charcoal crafting, rain, I really need to take care of that too, but that requires some automation. The rain is what I'm talking about automation for. It's not expensive. The Taro Bozu is cheap. Getting sunflowers is cheap. It just requires, yeah. Going to the Nether is my source of glowstone currently. Okay. Did I leave the charcoal up here that I had processed earlier? No, we already did that step. We have mana coming from both sides, don't we? Okay. Great. What else do I have on my goals? Oh, the sash. We'll consume the sash. We might need to kill a cow or two. Nope, we don't. Alright. Sojourner Sash is step 1 of sashes. Could probably take... I like to leave those in there for right now. So we'll equip you, and now we're a bit faster. This is the problem. It just lets you jump over stuff. So that's the challenge in a world where you can walk over things without jumping. I could fall into the void. So yeah. Other bauble, we could look at other baubles we can make right now, which would be nice. Client tweaks. Is that considered part of step assist though? Is it the I don't know. In some instances, I like step assist. I wouldn't have to remember. Like when I go to the Nether, it'd be nice to have step assist. I don't know. It's great in an overworld situation. It's just you have to be careful in a void world. That's all. I'll see how I do with being careful. There is forgiving void, so you don't lose your items. You respawn at world spawn or wherever you fell or whatever. So you could die, but your grave isn't down at Y1. Yeah. There's that. It's a little helpful. But there are other baubles that might help us. And I wanted to look at those. I just have baubles written down on my goals, so I didn't have any in mind other than the sash. I knew I wanted the sash. The magnet would be nice, but we would have to make the Solagnolia. We'd have to make numerous of those. And they're not expensive. They're purposefully not expensive flowers to make. But I would have to make them all over my base. All over. And it's either make a whole bunch of Solagnolias, which we may eventually do, or just not make the magnet. So to me, not making the magnet is the choice that I'm going to make. I know a lot of you are like, there's an awesome magnet. Yeah, there is. It is awesome. But, okay, so I was reading about the Sweet Elixum. I have no idea what this is. The note blocks that need to sit on top of things. Sand, wood, rock. What is this composed of the purest balance? What is that? That's the one I don't know. Because I wanted to maybe play with it in creative and just see what it does. Because it says it makes note blocks resonate with only the most beautiful of frequencies. So I'm sure it like kind of plays music is really what it does. And so it sounds useless, for lack of a better word. But I just wanted to see. But I have no idea what block what that is. I guess we'd have to experiment. It could be Terra Steel, it could be Elementium, it could be Diamond. I don't know. Anyway, bubbles. We have a Band of Mana. We have a Mana Seer Monocle. Your guess would be the meme block. The very blessed block. A bunch of his head, which you get by doing player heads and then naming it, I think. The most balanced block. Yeah. I think that would be it. Yeah, the name tag, you're right, the name tag gives it the skin in that recipe. Yeah. So, woo. Anyway. Back to what we were doing. That I don't know. No, we don't need double jump ability. That I don't like that. No. Okay. Some of these we can't make it. We don't really need the invisibility cloak. Don't really need it. It'd be nice in the Nether, probably, maybe. Probably. This would be nice in the Nether, but we're not going to make it right now. This would be lovely. Wait, no, this correction. That would be lovely. And we can do it now. Let's do that. Do we have enough? We need to make more of you. So let's take you and some sand. All right. And then, okay. Ring of correction. Yay! Oh, we only have... There we go. That's fantastic. Now I can just stack these up here. Now whatever I'm looking at, it will change to the tool that will work best for it. Ah, without me having to. Yay! That one I'm happy with. Bar reach might be nice. What are you? Sweeping. Oh, you can dodge. Okay. What are you? Mine faster. We don't really need you. These are for putting flask potion effects. Yeah, a brew. Those are lovely. I don't know. We've got a necklace space. What should we put there? This one's an upgraded pyroclast. Yep. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Don't really need that. Because I'm not taking damage, really, in this world. We don't have a whole lot of necklaces, do we? We might just want to make one of these eventually with whatever potion effect. It might be nice to have... Oh, I'd have to look. What brews are there? Oh, so it'd be nice to have... Like regen would be lovely, or resistance would be lovely. Absorption. Oof. So yeah, it'd be nice to have that as a pendant. So that would go there. The flugel tiara would eventually go there, and our cloak, whatever we choose for a cloak, should go there. This has the shields mod, doesn't it? Yeah, it'll add some more shields. If you're needing regen, put down or fallen cannot. Not if I'm like traveling around in the world. I'm mostly thinking right now of the Nether. When I need to go to the Nether, staying alive in the Nether. Or when I go to the end to kill the dragon. Or wither bosses. Which you can automate in this pack apparently. I'd have to learn how to do that if I needed to. These shields are cool. Hey, I can a chance of spawning a pixie when I block. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Yeah, Nether, the end, are the places that I'm thinking. So right now, that might be the amount of baubles that I want to have. I've got a Ring of Correction, so I don't have to keep switching between these tools. And a Band of Mana, which will probably become a band of, a greater Band of Mana when I have Terra Steel. Yeah. Okay, so... Just feeling really headachy at the moment. Not fun. How are we doing over here? Are we still running? No, we're gone. We just recently died too, because there's still 6 sticks that haven't despawned. Am I able to do a mana mirror already? No. I mean, yes and no. I don't have enough mana accessible to do another Terra Steel ingot right now. It's all being dispersed throughout the world instead of being available here. I would need to have it sitting here. I mean, I can just turn that off for a while, but yeah, for now, yeah. I could do a mirror. Then I can just have it take an inventory slot here instead of having it. I don't have to have this equipped, of course. All right. Oh boy. I keep yawning. I'm sorry about that. So the other thing on my list, I would like to discuss what I'm going to do about mobs. Since we're going to need certain things from mobs, and being in a sky block sort of world, a mob trap, especially a flushing system trap, is one that I'm going to want, other than the one we currently have, which is great for early game. There's no water. You have to be within range of it to cause the mobs to move around. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. So a flushing system, you just have to be within the loaded chunk range of 128 blocks for mobs to spawn. I think it has to be a little closer for them to not instantly despawn. I don't know the number off the top of my head. But all we need them to do with a flushing trap is to spawn. They don't have to move. Unlike this one where they need to move around to end up at the bottom. We're going to be making Nembon's flushing trap, easy flushing trap. And it's very likely to be crafted for the most part in creative. I will need to make the observers and the dispensers and the redstone and the hoppers at the bottom of the collection system. Anything that's not a building block sort of thing for the trap, I will need to craft in survival first and then can go build it. But speaking of the building of it, it's going to be over here. So what I'm going to do first when I feel like building, we're going to copy this thing here. So the stair down and then the split stair and then the circle. So I'm going to start with that on that side. Okay. And then, I want them to look the same. And there's going to be hopefully the ability to do 2 of Nembom's farms. One will be hostile mobs, and the other one I thought would be nice to have a passive mob farm. It's going to be a heck of a lot slower, and I think we're going to need to move these guys' pens over to that side over there, so they're further away, because that's why this isn't working anymore, this just little pen here, because our bed's far enough away. It's that it's noticing that there's enough mobs in the vicinity, so we need to put them farther away. And I think it'd be nice to have just for passive mob drops that we're not that we don't have to farm really hard. Whatever, you know. So we're gonna have a hostile farm and a passive farm, and there's remember I told you early on, I checked, there's a decent number of slime chunks in this area here. So we'll also have our slime farm over here. And eventually, when we can pick up mob spawners, we will have a dedicated blaze spawner and enderman spawner, because the pack adds enderman spawners in rare cases on end islands. So we have those. Those are the only 2 spawners we can get. So we grab those and we'd have them going. That would be lovely. Eventually. In the middle here somewhere, because I'm sure this is going to be in the middle of the circle, we'll have to figure out some kind of landing zone, because if we we need to have access to the bedrock here, this area, because that'll be where, it's world spawn, so if we want to throw things into the end portal, they'll arrive there, whatever we need to plan for it. If we die and our bed happens to be broken, we'll end up there. So we need to be able to get to the rest of our base from that spot. So wherever it ends up, I doubt it's right in the middle of the circle. I highly doubt it's right in the middle of the circle that I will be putting here. But that's something we'll need to keep in mind. So, yeah. How are we doing at filling in our lines? This should be starting to fill up this one. Yep. Oh, good. It's almost all the way filled up. That's nice. And this one over here is the first one that'll fill up at the end of this line. Does that mean you're starting to fill up? Good. And this one will probably never fill up because it's being consumed pretty regularly. So the things that are going to be filling up here, these guys. And maybe there's a little bit over here. Yeah. Woo. There is leaves underneath. Uh-huh. 2 stacks of 34. Is that more than there was before? I don't think so. I'm gonna need to figure, I'm gonna have to change this probably and set this up to be a timer sort of system that drops saplings so that we actually have a backup supply. Because remember I mentioned doing the other farm for like birch wood or something, the circular farm that we did in creative for recipes and whatnot, and we can use mana to convert spruce saplings directly into birch saplings, so we do not have to worry about the birch farm not running out of saplings. And I think we were going to do munch dews with that, so that it's munch dews for all the birch leaves, and then the logs were going to be used for crafting, any kind of crafting recipes that need wood. I think that was the plan. I didn't write it down, so that's a guess. Anyway, so that, I think we're really close to the end of the stream today just because I'm so exhausted with the migraine that I had. My other thing here is eventually, depending on how much time I have this week, need to do another platform branching off of this one to do our Stone Gen Cobbleworks area. I want to do the same setup as this, only it needs to be out of range of this orchid. That I can do cobblework sort of stuff, so we can get stone, cobblestone, sand, gravel, I guess. We might need gravel. We could put the Clayconia up there and convert some of that sand into clay then, and then turn it into terracotta. So pretty much a stoneworks, cobbleworks, that sort of thing. And then we're also going to need 2 more of these setups. So there's going to be 4. 1 for the orchid. 1 for the orchid petrum. 1 for the Marimorphosis, which gives you the Botania colored stones, and then 1 for our cobbleworks stoneworks area. So we're gonna need several of those, and they're all going to be on this branch. So this here is going to be like the walkway where we're going to take it this direction, and I don't know if we're going to make another circle or if we're just going to follow this way. I don't know yet. So we're going to go this way at some point. Figure out how far away I need to be from that. I can't remember what the range is, and set up another one of these. And then go this way and do the same and have another one of these. And I think we might go that direction for the stonework factory thing. I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's all speculative at this point. But anyway, I think that's it. I need to go take a nap before lunch, I think. Cannot guarantee a long stream tomorrow, but I will be here and I'll figure out what we want to work on. If there's anything you guys want to see, I mean, let me know. I could do a creative building stream and you could watch me actually try to figure out what I'm going to do with this, and we could do some creative building tomorrow. Yeah, so yep, that's going to be it for me today. I do hope you enjoyed. We're getting some progress. We're getting somewhere. Sooner or later, we'll have mana coming in more than a trickle, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.